Hi, everybody. It's June 21st, 2025. Today, I'd like to talk about the faultiness and the sharpening of looking back in your history book of your life. Now, when we take our attention acutely to our past, which I call the history book of our lives, what would happen is that where you are right now is going to ring true with what you see in your past. So, if you're looking at your memories of the previous events of your life that you remember, and you are not feeling that well right now, you will see the pain in your past highlighted and intensified, and this may cause discouragement from you living your life with more power in the present moment. And that's obvious. That happens to us on different scales throughout the day all the time. And there isn't much you could do about it if you aren't aware that that's what you're doing. The remedy to seeing pain because you feel pain in your past and in your present at the same time is to obviously look at your past objectively. And even that could still feel hard because sometimes people think you are being the most honest when you are being the most negative, which isn't the case at all, and thank God it's not. And the trick to seeing objectively in any circumstance, even when you're looking in your past, is to balance one side with the other at each turn. And it may seem like this won't balance out, like you might think that there's always more negative than positive. But if you stay truthful with yourself, you will see that there is an immense amount of tiny positive things happening every day. And if you look back in your past and you have that strong sense of self enough to be that objective, you will see that there's a massive amount of baseline positivity in your life. And so when you look back in your history book and you see all the pain and all the struggle and all the hardship and losses, and you are able to convert that distress with the power of honest balance and honest objectivity, that faultiness of your history book becomes the sharpness of your mind, the sharpness of your grit enough to see the positive, even though seeing the positive may scare you and it may hurt you because you may not feel it, even though you see it in your past or in your present or whenever you see it. It may hurt that it's so hard to hold on to that recognition of the positive in your life because you are so bonded to the supposedly negativity, the negative occurrences and just struggle in your life. But you become stronger as you exercise this muscle of objectivity. And what this helps when you're looking at your past, this helps with the present too. You may come across some pain in your present moment, and your first reaction you would think would be to lash out and curse and just express your disdain for what just happened to you. But you will notice the change when you pause for a moment before you give that initial reaction to the negative occurrence that happened to you, and then you just let it go, and then you just keep on moving, and you keep on showing gratitude to the Father for getting you through all these deviations from what you want, where you want your life to go, and how you want your life to be lived by you. So when you come to a point where you could just take a breath and let the negativity that's blocking your road just pass and subside, you are growing towards a new level, a new path of peace, relative peace, of course, because there's always going to be something that bothers you. And so this is the path. This is the path of sharpening yourself until you're able to cut through illusions, cut through negativity, cut through self-pity. And I'm not saying self-pity is a horrible thing, but it retards your progress, and it will teach you, once you gain the sight, to highlight it and recognize it when it comes. So, and this is not to say that once you become good at this, your life will be clear and free and glorious all the time, because you will backslide, not in terms of sin, but you will backslide sometimes, and when you get overwhelmed by the negativity in your life, whether it be small or large, it will just sometimes things will just annoy you to the point where you just give in and you cuss somebody out, or you drink too much beer, or you just smoke cigarettes too much. Whatever you do, however you react to a negative stimulus that overwhelms you at any point. But another thing that people often say is that you're never too far gone to come back to a better life, to a better understanding of your life. Come back to the care of your Father. So I hope this helps. Thanks.